Many of you know her as Nakia in the Black Panther franchise, which was shot right here in Georgia. But now award-winning actress Lupita Nyong'o is stepping off screen and into the voice booth and landing her first lead role in an animated film. I talked with her about the wild robot, which she says required her to get a couple of tips from Alexa and Siri.
A robot shipwrecked on a desert island.
Her programming is set to complete tasks.
Lupita Nyong'o is the voice of Roz.
Do you need assistance?
But Roz has no idea what she's in store for.
She goes around this island that is uninhabited by human beings, trying to find who purchased her to find a task. But what she finds instead is wild animals, and she goes on this adventure on this island that changes her programming forever.
Nyong'o says when she first got the call for the role, she wasn't immediately sold.
It was a slow burn. They offered me the role, and I was like, And I went and I read the book by Peter Brown, and I was really taken by it.
Based on the classic children's novel, the Wild Robot's theme is universal.
For me, this character in particular goes through a major evolution of self. She starts off in her factory settings, and she ends up being a mother. So it was interesting to find the evolution of that.
Hello.
What is it like for you getting into character when you're just voicing? Because I've always thought that to be like a voice artist is one of the coolest things. Because it takes, I would think, more effort than just being on camera, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the effort is different, right? All you have is your voice, so you have to find ways to convey so much more. So the limitations are kind of liberating. I was inspired first by the AI voices of Alexa and Siri and, the voices on TikTok and Instagram. When we allow ourselves, we are very adaptable. And especially when we just, allow ourselves to be influenced by the world around us. Dubbed
the best animated movie of the year by critics, Nyong'o says the film is a celebration of animators. I
lend my voice. We all lend our voices, but the performance is really in the hands of the animators. And what they did, the innovations they achieved in order to create this look, it's very textural. It feels like you feel the human hands that have touched every single frame.
This is one of the lines that I picked up on. It says, quote, "Sometimes to survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be."
Yes.
What do you make of that?
Well, that is wisdom. Wisdom worth living by. Because I think oftentimes we grow up in an environment that reflects us, and when we leave that environment, it can be very jarring. And there's a lot of growth that has to happen, a lot of change that has to happen. But we're capable of being more than whatever we were expected to be.
And I am a wild robot.
So I figured I'd give it a shot this morning. The Wild Robot. No, that's not giving robot.
Come on.
The Wild Robot is in theaters now.
Nicely done.
I know. We'll leave it at that.
Excellent job. You're hired.